Okay, so sorry about this, guys. I'll try to get like some clips of the show up if it's just going a bit wonky.
Way. So we get the Irish one, the cowboy, the kid, all telling them to fuck off in like their own Welsh way. The kid says it's not another way and stuff, but that's not on the Blu-ray.
Why not?
The Gambit scene with the portal, that's not on the Blu-ray.
Right, okay, are we still on the multiverse here, guys? Because my internet's going to dog shit. Right,
we went to Deadpool's multiverse.
In the interest, yeah, exactly. My multiverse is just dying here. In the interest of, in case this goes wrong again, I may just have to accept my fate and reset the computer and everything. Let us put it to the vote. Multiverse as a crutch, should it be going into the Phantom Zone? Capital Dave, which way do you vote it? In or out of the Phantom Zone?
So before I vote, I do want to say, like, we all have a different interpretation of what is a multiverse crutch. So I would say, again, for my reasons, greed, and also, like Tim said, like, characters not doing things that are not actually they would do themselves, and only putting in things because they have a crappy way of like putting it in the movie, so they're just like using it as an excuse. Yes, I'm for this. Put this in the Phantom Zone.
Okay, Dev, what do you say?
I say we keep it because if we don't have the multiverse of the crutch, Marvel and DC will out of business.
Do you know what, Dev? You have swung my vote. Okay, I'm going to say it. Tim, we'll come to you last. It looks like it will. Well, you could make it a tie. You could make it a tie, and then we're in a deadlock. But what are you going to say?
I'm going to keep it a tie.
Okay. Because, okay. Right.
Because then whatever dimension I don't, veers off. So
what this means?
Yeah, there's another universe where it's not in the where it's not in Phantom Zone.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I was about to say. That we are absolutely in sliding doors. So to respect the multiverse where we did go the other way, off it goes. Do you know, I need to get like a different graphic where it gets like sucked into a black hole.
Interesting thing about the Phantom Stone, David. That is also another dimension, which is another universe. It's like a pocket universe, at least.
Yeah. It's the space in between.
So, there's like also different types of dimensions, right? Like I said, with DC's and stuff, like there's different realms is also considered. Dormammu's dimension is considered another universe, but it's not. Doctor Strange is in the Dormammu universe because he can't. The Marvel universe is different from laws of physics. Humans can't exist in anyways. So, what about those? Like, Marvel still hasn't defined multiverse yet, well enough yet. Because they already showed them.
It's because you kind of can't. You know what I mean? It's just like with time travel. It's like, okay, I'll give you this quick theory, but perhaps it's a bigger discussion for another day. If you look at Back to the Future, there is effectively when they talk about time, it effectively means two different things. So you're in back, and I'll use Back to the Future as the example, which it's based on, but it applies to a lot of different time travel stuff. So you either have like time, Marty McFly goes back into the past, and then he interferes with his own existence, and so then he looks at a photograph, and his brother and then his sister start to disappear, and eventually he starts to disappear. Right? The fact that they start to fade away, it takes about a week until he's in the middle of playing like Earth Angel on stage. Now, if he'd been able to quickly get into the DeLorean and he'd still got some plutonium, if he'd gone into the future, should have he just vanished instantly because he would have gone beyond the point where he was going to disappear on stage? Because that is linear time, but you also have time that is relevant just to the individual. Because if he'd skipped forward, if he'd got a week before he faded out, his countdown is personal just to him. And if you're like, does this work out? Then I'd say look at Back to the Future 2, because old Biff steals the almanac, steals the time machine, takes it back to the past, and is somehow able to return to 2015, whereas he should have arrived in his personal future, which would have been the evil 1985 version.
In this is why I proved that I think many of the cartoons did this as well, but you would remember what they did in the Spider-Verse, where like you can't stay in another multiverse, another universe.
Yeah.
You need a device to actually, help you stabilize your own particles, because your own particles doesn't exist in this world. Which again, it has the same laws of physics, so it kind of is, but we'll just go with it. We'll just go. I like that idea. That kind of puts a deadline. This crutch is what's going to put the deadline on you.
I mean, that might also, if we take that kind of logic for how, because we've discussed this before, how did Steve Rogers return to his to give the shield to Sam when he would have been in a different timeline? It's like there just has to be some rule where his personal, before the window of opportunity closed, he was able to sneak back through.
Yeah. How did Steve Rogers stay there, though?
Do we know that he did?
Yes, because he grew old.
No, yeah, he may have... Yeah, go on.
He also danced with Peggy.
Now, we know that he danced with Peggy, right? But maybe he stayed in that universe. Oh, yeah, because then it would have closed on him. Shit.
That movie did so many things wrong. That movie did so many things wrong, okay?
Yeah.
I was screaming this stuff out when the movie came out. That's why, like, there are a lot of reasons why I didn't like Endgame more than Infinity War, because one of the reasons is when they did this type of bullshit.
Well, see...
So,
yeah, go on, Dev.
Quickly, have you guys played Mortal Kombat Armageddon?
Definitely, but a long time ago.
Okay, so the opening of that movie is basically a giant Mortal Kombat with every single character that's ever appeared in the franchise fighting on top trying to reach the top of a pyramid, right? Like the one in Jet Li. In the latest Mortal Kombat game, in the new DLC, they did a multiverse version of that. Where everyone from every
Is that the
universe...
one where they pair up with the Justice League?
No. It's all multiverse versions of existing fighters climbing the same pyramid, trying to get their wish.
And when they did, they had their own versions of Mortal Kombat, where Scorpion is the Shao Kahn now, and he's the Overlord.
No, exactly. Like everyone's different. Like there was the female Johnny Cage, there was the Shao Kahn Sub-Zero.
Yeah,
but there's one thing I liked what they did with Mortal Kombat 9, where I think Armageddon 9 before Armageddon, after Armageddon, right?
Yeah, Armageddon was like effectively like 7 or something.
Yeah.
Okay, I like how they did it, because like in Armageddon, Raiden dies, and before he dies, he sends a message to his old version or his different multiverse version that he must win, and then.
So they stole that concept from a show called Do Over, where a guy's about to die, so he sends his consciousness, like he has a car crash, and his consciousness goes back into the past, and he gets to like redo his life, and that's the same concept.
Wait,
Raiden sent his.
What's that show called?
Do Over.
Wow, I need to check that out. Do anyone remember the show True Calling? They've got like Eliza Dushku, who was like Faith in Buffy in it.
I've heard of it.
Oh my god, it only lasted like 2 seasons. They cancelled it, but it sounds similar. Not that she goes back, that she dies, but she lives a day. She worked in a morgue. She sees someone that's dead. They open their eyes. They go, "Help me!" And suddenly she wakes up that morning, and she has to find out who this dead person is and go back. She gets a do-over of her day. It's a really cool show.
That's a cool concept.
It's a really cool show.
Yeah.
It was such shit they cancelled it on like season 2.
It was amazing. Wow. It's like as an adult, he runs a paper company, and then he goes back in time. Like his mind goes back in time, and he decides to open that paper company that he works for.
Yeah. Oh my god. Go on,
the
Tim.
future to.
I just want to say I'm enjoying spending time with you guys right now. So thank you for all of your insightful comments and stuff.
Well, you're
Because
very
in another
welcome,
universe,
Tim.
we're not here. Tim is just running the show by himself.
Yeah. No, and Tim,
Yeah.
do you know what, Tim? Since you've got the mustache going on, I appreciate you all that much more.
You know what? Let's give Tim the Geek of the Week.
Yeah, okay, I agree. Seconded and confirmed. Right. Okay, guys, we'll begin. Oh, Joe, in fact, sorry, I was about to say, there's another show which got cancelled ridiculously early, which, again, if they could do a new version of it, the concept was great, but I'm going to look up this do-over. I love that kind of concept. It was called Odyssey 5, if you remember it, if you saw it at all. And the idea was there's some astronauts out in outer space, on like a space station or on a rocket or whatever it is, and they see the Earth get destroyed. And they're about to get destroyed as well. And they fall into a black hole or a time portal. I kind of forget. I only watched it at the time. And suddenly they wake up and it's 5 years earlier. And now imagine if we were here on this stream and like we've woken up here and it's like shit, we're suddenly on Geek Battle. But we know that in 5 years' time the Earth is going to explode. What do we do now?
It'll be the best 5 years of my life.
Well, but you know what? But that's the concept. It's like, what the hell can we do to suddenly stop the Earth from blowing up in 5
do
years?
whatever you can, whatever you want to do, that you're afraid that you'll end up in prison. It takes 10 years. So
Yeah.
go crazy. Go wild.
You know what
Go stupid.
You know what I do? I
Yeah.
get a loan due in 6 years.
Yeah.
Ah, you're all defeatist.
Well, I think, how do you put it? Does that mean the Earth blows up, like
Yeah.
all life on Earth ends?
The
Oh,
planet,
shnikes.
if I remember correct, the planet blew up. And they've got to work out, how do you stop the planet? They don't even know what the cause of it was. Go on, Dev.
I just realized that plot is the plot of a Jetsons comic, a Jetsons comic.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah, a 2017 Jetsons comic where they find out there was the end in 5 days and they work together to find
Oh, 20,
out.
2017,
Stop
did you
it.
say?
Yeah.
Odyssey 5 is like 2005 or something. Let's look it up. I hate the word Odyssey. I never know how to spell it. Oh, well, I didn't. Double S, right. EY, Odyssey 5. Right, what year is this from? Oh, 2002. And look, it got, I'll show you the cast of it. It got like the main guy from RoboCop in it. It was such a shame that they didn't go from it. Yeah, look at, you'll recognise, oh man, every time I bet it's because I'm screen sharing that this, every time I go to screen share, the whole thing crashes. So it's probably, someone warned me about Firefox earlier. But look, so yeah, Peter Weller, him, he did like a few shows, although he was a bit of an albatross. Every show he was in got cancelled time after time. And it was a really cool show. Really cool show. Odyssey 5.
I don't know anyone on the cast.
Sorry?
I feel like the blonde guy on the left just looks like, he's like, hi, I'm here. You know? Like,
No, the blonde guy on the left, he was like a, I think he's English, I might be wrong, but he was like
okay.
the womanizer and the gambler. He was like the complete opposite, you know. He was like the Mr. Smooth, the con artist kind of character. But yeah, like
okay.
Peter Weller was
So
obviously
he was Barney from God Me Mother.
Okay, so hang on, Odyssey 5. Let's bring up the trailer. Shit, I almost wonder, can I get away with just playing this? Except...
2000s.
You have been demonetized.
Oh, let's just
Google
put it down.
AI
I'll delete it if... I'll erase it. Oh no, it's just playing an advert now. Shut up. Jesus. Right. I want to risk playing the actual thing.
Well, that sounds like Joker.
Yeah. Okay, skip in 17 seconds. This is just painful as you're waiting for this. Right. But Odyssey 5, let's watch
In
the
a
trailer.
world of 2002, where we still had flip phones.
Shit, I got a copyright strike, but it's
I
a
would
wonderful
research-
life. Go on, Tim.
I would, to answer the question 5 years before the Earth explodes, I would research quantum entanglement, AI, and trying
Oh shit, it's me screen
to see
sharing.
what's whatever's happening to the Earth, because whatever's happening to the Earth is probably like years or decades or hundreds of years in the making. So you have to really manipulate the subtle and the deep depth of what forces are there to prevent it.
Yeah. Right.
I'm pretty sure I'm not doing all of that, Tim.
Okay, guys,
like,
let's check out this trailer. Let's see if I can.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can win you over for Odyssey 5. Oh, did I mute it now? God damn.
Ooh, it's an Earth.
Yeah. So this might be terrible for all I know, because this was 2002. It was honestly a cool show. That I feel like that's just more like the intro of the show rather than a proper trailer. So, guys, can you even still hear me?
I think trailers used to be like that. They didn't really they just give you the intro.
Yeah, I don't think that was a proper trailer, which is
Yes.
a shame. And I'm probably gonna have to sort out that I'll get a copyright strike over it. But oh well. Right. Anything else that we have missed, guys? Otherwise, we can begin to wrap this up before my internet goes down again.
Oh yeah. So basically this morning, because I was psychotic, I played games for like 20 hours straight, and then I watched Cobra Kai.
Dev, I can't believe Cobra Kai is out and I didn't even realise. No spoilers, but what was it like?
Good.
Well,